Hello! We're getting ready for a party. It's gonna be a fabulous party. Come on everybody, this way. Ooh.
Okay, Mark has a story now.
So I go home. I go home from hanging out with you people, and like, yes, I'm warped when I go home now. My life is so different now. And
even your taste in music changed.
Yes, and you know what? They will not even appreciate it. I go home and I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, how is it? And I was telling stories, you know, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, yeah, and Tina and he did this, and I'm like, Tina, he. I'm like, well, his name's Timmy, but we call him Tina is what we call her.
She's called Tina.
Yeah.
But her name is Tina.
They piss themselves laughing because we're talking. I mean, I'm looking at a bunch of straight guys and like, you know, I got shaved head. I'm a straight guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, send them over.
Yeah. they don't understand. And you know what? Yo, you know what? A couple of my friends I know will turn the heartbeat. I'm like the one running the show and doing the thing is called Mother. They don't believe anything I say. They think I'm full of shit. You know what? If you videotape this shit and put it on TV, let me tell you, I'd watch. I never play to the camera. Well, I was a poor black girl. I was found under a cabbage leaf. And then one day I said, I want to be a star.
You have to tell me about your real life.
My real life? I refuse to do a true documentary about life.
About your art.
People don't want to hear the truth.
But now you're a big artist.
And who knew? And when you're the underdog, you've got to keep on chewing on that bone, girl. Right, I'm infamous. Wow. And honey, you've got to dream big. It's so hard being pretty.
So Carol asked me to say a few words about where it all began. Probably comes from a lot of childhood fantasy, is my guess. How we see ourselves, because we don't care how others see us, we really just care about what we think our picture is. This is how we see ourselves. It's pretty, it's colorful, fashionable, historical even. Think about Coco Chanel, who will be appearing here tonight, by the way, in the freeze-dried version. Girls would be her province. A little later, when we understood how to link it all together. Tina, for example, born in a trailer park. I mean, we might as well not lie about that. It is true, and I have a copy of the birth certificate to prove it. I, on the other hand, born in the Midwest. Regardless, it was a landlocked situation, so you didn't know that you weren't ever going to get out. So what you did was you spent your time fantasizing about what if. Tonight, I will be appearing as Don't You Tell Her Versace. Tina will be appearing as Miss Kathy Arlington Recollection, among some other visiting fashion dignitaries, which I'm sure you'll see later in this broadcast documentary. Tina has really been a performance artist for quite some time, having done her first main stage show in the front of a pickup truck with headlights as Klieg lights, while her dirty little uncle played the jukebox from the truck's dashboard, and Tina did her bumps and her grinds for her dirty uncle. Well, we all know the end of that story, don't we?
I'll tell you my life. I'll give you a poem. We are alone, like paint on a constantly changing painting, pulled from one place to another, to live and learn, only to go through the same process over and over again. We live in masks, our identities for society, scabs for vulnerability. Instead of putting on the mask that everyone else is wearing without drag, We're putting on a happy mask to make people feel good, as opposed to a grimace or maybe a yuppie smile to try and pretend we're something we're not. That's it. You got deep.
We were there for you.
So what the
we
fuck is a casting
stood by
doing
you the whole
where
time.
you never even say 2 words to one another? Have you ever been to a casting?
Of you being called,
there was no
you
fucking
being called tired old queen. It was a distorted lie. I was not at a casting. I walked in a casting once.
Ass one day.
If anything, we were the ones who were victims here.
Excuse me, I was a victim.
I only read the script. I am a serious actress on the New York stage.
I
read one line out of a script and put together a fabulous set, I might add.
First time in my life I've ever been happy going to work. First time, it's phenomenal.